Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. This is a good video because I'm going to tell you what not to buy in the annuity life insurance space in 2022 or what to be on the lookout for because the sales pitches are flying. It's like sales asteroids just flipping past you. We're going to talk about that after this. It's been a pretty wild year. 2021 was a wild year, and who knows what's going to happen in 2022. But if you're thinking about there might be an annuity purchase in the future for you in 2022, I wanted to kind of be proactive and warn you about what's going to happen, okay? And what you're going to see on the internet and in your mailbox, at the Bad Chicken Dinner seminar, and all this stuff. I think the biggest thing you have to understand, and if I could get one thing across to you, if you hear a sales pitch that sounds too good to be true, that literally sounds fantastic, then it's too good to be true. Without exception, period. If something you hear sounds really, really good and you nudge your spouse and go, we probably should take advantage of that, don't until you find out the truth about that sales pitch. And let me give you some warnings of what will be out there coming up in the coming year. You're going to hear a lot about upfront bonuses. Now, this is typically attached to indexed annuities. Disclaimer, we love indexed annuities, fixed index annuities. We use them primarily as an efficient and cost-effective delivery system for income guarantees with attached income riders, but we also sell them for accumulation when people understand that they are CD products and get a typical 2 to 4% return. But that's not what you're going to hear. You're going to hear that you're going to get market upside with no downside. You're going to hear that you're going to get a 20 or 25 or 30% upfront bonus. Understand that there's no philanthropist at annuity companies giving money away. There's 100 pennies in the dollar. Okay, so if they're giving an upfront bonus, they're adjusting something within that contractual guarantee. The upfront bonus is nothing more than part of the overall contractual guarantee. And if you buy an annuity for a bonus, it's like buying a car for the stereo system. And I'm pretty harsh when I say the following, but I believe in it. Upfront bonus is candy for the stupid. If an agent is pushing an upfront bonus as a benefit, okay, as you just need to buy this because of the upfront bonus, then they think you're stupid. Or they're stupid, and that's not a good combination, okay? You just can't fall for that, period. You have to figure out what you're trying to do, and I always say ask the two questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to happen? From those two answers, you can determine whether, if you need an annuity, okay, or if you don't need an annuity. If you need an annuity, what type will provide the highest contractual guarantees? Another thing you need to be careful about in the index annuity pitch or this index universal life pitch is that you get market returns, all right? I know that's what's pitched. I know that you were going to be shown back-tested return numbers. In other words, well, if you'd owned it 10 years ago, this is what would have happened. That's garbage, okay? That's horrific garbage. In a lot of states, that's not even legal to show. I wish it was all 50 states that you can't show the back-tested numbers because you can't make your decisions based upon a back-tested index number when the index options that these things are based on from a return standpoint, those things change. So you can't do that. The other thing, be careful, and I hear this a lot, especially on the life insurance type pitch. Number one, I believe in life insurance. I don't sell life insurance, but I have a ton of life insurance on the books, and if I show up dead unexpectedly like an accident, then my family has offed me for the life insurance. There's so much there. I believe in it because it's the best return on investment you'll never see because you're dead. It's the best transfer of wealth that you can ever get because the transfer of wealth is lump sum and it's tax-free and probate-free. So life insurance is a great product. In my opinion, it's the best legacy product on the planet if you can qualify for it. Okay, but in my opinion, it's not an investment, which leads me to the sales pitch that you're going to hear. And it's going to sound something like this. You're going to get this life insurance policy. It can grow with an index, and you're going to get tax-free income. Once they say the tax-free income part is when they've turned into from advisor to grifter, from advisor to liar, from advisor to shyster, because that's not tax-free income. That's a loan. That's a loan from the policy. And anytime you're taking a loan, that's not income. Take a loan from the bank, that's not income. Take a loan from home equity, that's not income. Loans are not income. But for some reason, in the life insurance world of this, you talk about the wild, wild west. They're pitching life insurance, upfront load the policy, take a loan, and that loan's tax-free income. No, it's not tax-free income. And anyone who says that, they can say it's semantics. They can say they're pushing the truth. It's a flat-out lie. It's a loan. You're going to pay an interest on that loan, and you have to factor that in. Once again, if it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time. Now, at the time of this taping, the markets are at perceived highs. No one knows if it's high or low. No one knows. No one knows if we're going to see a crash. No one knows if there's going to be volatility. But just remember, most things, unfortunately, are sold on fear and greed. And the greed is, the greed pitch is, you get market upside with no downside, which is garbage. And the fear pitch is, you need to buy a fixed index annuity or this life insurance policy because the markets are going to be volatile and they might crash. That's crap as well. You should never, ever buy on fear and greed. And what they're going to tell you is you're going to be able to get market returns and protect the principal. If that's true, then that's all anyone should buy. That's all Goldman should buy. That's all JP Morgan should buy. That's all the Treasury should buy. That's all charities should buy. But they don't. Why? Because it's not true. All right? With these type of index type products, with index life insurance or index annuities, can you get a good return 1 year? Maybe, depending on what the cap of the spread or the participation rate is. We can go into that on a call if you want to go to theannuityman.com and book a call with me. But the average rate of return is in CD type level, 2 to 4%. I know that's not what you're going to hear. I know that's not the sales pitch you're going to hear. I know that as you're swallowing that last piece of filet mignon that's at the good steak dinner seminar that you're going to get inundated with in the coming year. Your mailbox is going to be full of invitations to eat out for free. That's what you're going to hear. You're going to hear that you can have it all. You're going to hear that you can have your cake and eat it too. As Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, arguably the top agent in the world, I'm telling you, you can't. And you have to ask yourself, but wait a minute, everyone else is telling me that I can get that. And you, Stan the Annuity Man, are the lone wolf out here that's saying I can't. Wonder why? Because what I'm saying is true, period. Now, going back to your post office box being full of these big, huge postcards telling you about be careful of market volatility. Learn how we can protect you from that and blah, 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 blah. Come eat at the steakhouse. Go to the steakhouse. I'm telling you right now, go to the steakhouse. Go 4 days a week. Do like my mom does in St. Augustine, Florida. She is a professional plate licker. And what does that mean? She goes to every one. I don't care if it's on cremation services. She'll go. And I'm always like, hey, Mom, did they serve burnt ends at the cremations? Because if I was given a cremation seminar, I would serve burnt end barbecue. Because that just makes sense, right? But I digress. But she goes to every single one. And then, of course, at the end, she goes, my son's name's Stan the Annuity Man. And they're like, ah! But go to everyone, swallow the food, don't swallow the pitch. Just remember that. Swallow the food, don't swallow the pitch. Repeat after me. Swallow the food, don't swallow the pitch. Because they're going to be pitching fear, 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 and greed. Fear, 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 and greed. Fear, 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 and greed. And you're not going to fall for that. Because if it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time. So when you go into the sales cycle of let's look into all of this, first of all, use our site. Get my books. Watch the videos. Listen to my podcast that comes out every Tuesday called Fun with Annuities. Listen, I have some of the best celebrity guests on ever. Smart people. I'm telling you, smart. Do your homework and remember that you're buying contracts. Whether it's life insurance or annuities, you're buying a contract. You're transferring the risk. You're buying the contractual guarantees. Base your decisions on the contractual guarantees, not the sales pitch. One last thing. If you have to, I don't know why you wouldn't use me, right? Just lovable, huggable, tall. I would say I'm so tall I can see the markets better. Well, whatever. Or see the annuities better. If you do have to buy from the junior advisor who's a cousin or whatever the situation is, okay? And you hear a too good to be true sales pitch, write down what they say, the way you understand it. Write it down, all of it. sign and date it, flip that page around, and have them sign and date it. If they sign and date it, you got them. You got them either in the lie or what they told you is true. But that's the only protection you have. And typically what you do when you turn it around, they will not sign it. It will flesh out the truth, which will tell you all you need to know about that advisor. One more thing, and I need you to listen to this one. Advisors, financial advisors, should never be your friend. I'm never going to be your friend, but I am going to be the best advisor you've ever had because I'm going to be brutally factual. We will not do small talk. We will not talk about good old State U in the football game. We are not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about your situation. I'm going to put together the best customized plan for you. I'm going to be a professional. I'm going to treat you like a professional, and at the end of the day, leave you alone to make a good decision on your terms and on your time frame. So be careful out there. Make sure you use us as a resource, and hopefully you become a client in the future. And do me one more favor. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.